Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Aslan Speaks. And today I want to talk about the law of vibration. And I do these videos to help people understand themselves. I do these videos so people could better their lives with this knowledge or help incorporate it in their lives in some way. And I just want to help people. It's up to you if you want to change your life. If you want a better life, then you got to put the action necessary to make that lasting change in your life. If you want to be successful, if you want good loving relationships, good loving friends, a good loving career, it's all up to you. What you choose, what your actions, what your thoughts and feelings affect everything in your life. And if you're just tired, if you're overwhelmed, if you just want, like some of us, we just know that we have to make some type of change. But often we don't change because we're comfortable in the life that we have. Because also we don't change because we're fearful. What if I do this and I fail? What if I reach out to this person and they want nothing to do with me? What if I try to get this new job and I don't like it, or basically it's just you're in a place of fear. So we stay stagnant. We stay in that lack. We stay in that same relationship because we are too afraid to leave. We see this with marriages or with people in long-term relationships where they're not necessarily happy in that relationship, but they fear that if they leave that person, that they're not going to find someone who's going to put up with them. I pose this idea, guys. Are you happy? Are you happy with your life? Are you truly content with your life? Are you content with the people in your life? Are you content with the job that you have? We all have this inner knowing within us, our intuition, and we know when something doesn't feel right. And when it doesn't feel right, that means we're unhappy. There's an uneasiness within us. And it's up to you if you want to stay stagnant or you choose to change. Let go of that fear and doubt within you and just take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. It's up to you. You don't grow if you choose not to water yourself. You don't grow if you choose to surround yourself with people who are just draining on you. If you're unhappy and the people that you're around make you unhappy, then why be in a situation like that? You can always change your situation. You can always change to choose a different experience in your life. With that, guys, I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to try my best here. Today I was going to make a video about energy cords, and then it turned out my soul told me to talk about this topic instead of talking about energy cords. I ended up going on talking about the law of vibration. I was very inspired today. So before I begin, did you know that there are universal laws that govern our reality? Yes, there's a set of universal laws that pretty much govern everything around us. And they're called like the universal laws, or they're also called God's laws. So today I'm going to choose to talk about the law of vibration. If you want to know more about the universal laws, I recommend checking out my book, Hidden Knowledge, Gain Wisdom. And I have a chapter dedicated to the universal laws. And I dive deep and I explain them in a way so it's easy for you to understand. So what is the law of vibration? Well, the law of vibration may not be as famous as the law of attraction. Yes. And if you guys are interested in the law of attraction, I have a video on here about the law of attraction. And I also have a video on this channel about your thoughts create. Really watch those, guys. If you really want to dive into changing your life, watch Thoughts Create and the law of attraction. And there's little nuggets of information in there that could help change your life for the best. The law of vibration is the foundation for how the law of attraction works. And to understand the law of vibration, we have to understand that everything in this world is made of energy. Everything in this world is made of energy. The trees, the air you breathe, your car, the table, your smartphone, the animals, such as dogs, cats, and even your body is made up of energy. Quantum physics state that everything in our universe is energy. When you put your body under a giant microscope, you will see that your body is made up of cells. And when you further zoom in, you will see that your cells are made of tissue and I don't know if I can say that. Yeah, I'm going to give up on that one. Molecules. Sorry if I messed that up, guys. And atoms. And when you further zoom in, you will notice that the created atoms and molecules are nothing but energy vibrating at a certain frequency. And yes, everything in this universe is made of energy. So us human beings, we're vibrating at a certain frequency. The table that you're sitting on, or the couch you're sitting, everything's made of atoms and energy, and they're vibrating at a certain frequency, and then that's what makes up your three-dimensional world. So it's important to stress the law of vibration. Everything is made up of energy. As we all know from science, energy is constantly vibrating at a certain speed and nothing rests. They say that nothing can be, like energy can't be destroyed, it can only be retransferred, something like that. So when we die, we don't die. We are energy. We're energy. We're souls. So we just go into another form of existence. And so everything's vibrating at certain frequencies and nothing's at rest. And this is also what the law of vibration states. Everything is vibrating and nothing's at rest. So everything's just vibrating. Everything's energy, my friends. Everything you see around you is vibrating at a different frequency. And this is what separates things from what you see. So this is what separates everything. When you see animals or people or objects, they're all energies vibrating at a different frequency. The truth is that none of us, including the things around us, are separated. And one of the universal laws is the law of oneness. Everything is made of energy. Remember that. Seriously, guys, remember that. Thus, we are all connected at the lowest and deepest level. I want to repeat that. We're all connected at the lowest and deepest level. And that's why when I want to talk about energy cords, if everything's energy cords are when we exchange energy with certain people. And we're like attached to like if you love someone and they love you back, you attach to them through the heart chakra. There's an invisible cord of energy that like connects you to. We're all connected. Energy cords, like, I'm going to just ramble on this tangent for a second. When you have a deep connection with somebody, you exchange energies and you connect. And sometimes that person may be out of your life and you still feel drawn to them. There's a power within, like some type of magnetic pull to you. And that's an energy cord. That's why sometimes you dream of them, or you might go months without thinking about them, then boom, they pop up into your mind. Sometimes when people pop up into your mind, it's because they may be thinking of you and you're energetically connected to them, so you pick up on their energy. Now, how do you get tell what energy they're coming from is when, let's say you think of that person, and like they just pop out in your mind so strongly and you can't shake it, and you just feel like, for me, it's how I think about them. So if I think about them and I just feel this loving, heartfelt feeling, then they're probably thinking of you in a loving way, or they're just reminiscing about you, and you're picking up on that. Now, if you think of somebody and they pop in your mind and it's super strong and it's, sad or depressing, it's probably because that person is dwelling on sadness and depression. It's all the energy. You're picking up on a subconscious level their energy. And they may also be picking up on your energy. And there's a way to cut energy cords. There's good energy cord meditations. If you keep picking up on somebody's energy or their vibration, and that person's toxic or harmful for you, then I suggest you do an energy cord meditation where you cut the energy cord. All right, now I'm gonna get back to my law of vibration. The truth is that none of us, including the things around us, are separating, meaning everything is energy. We are all connected at the lowest and deepest levels. All right, so your thoughts, your emotions are energy and vibration. Your thoughts and emotions are in energy and vibration. Our thoughts are energy and vibration. The law of attraction, which based on the law of vibration, states that we attract what we are sending out to this universe. When we think certain thoughts, our brain cells or neurons will vibrate at a certain frequency, and high-speed energy will attract whatever you send out through your thoughts. So the law of attraction, if you think positive, you attract positive. If you think negative, you attract negative. If you feel positive, you attract things that are like how you feel. If you're in a negative state, you attract, or negative feelings, you attract like-minded, like the same to you. It's important to understand the law of vibration, because it's important to understand that everything's energy. I gotta stress that, guys. And depending on your energy and how you think and feel, it affects everything in your life. How you think and feel affects everything in your life. So be mindful of your thoughts and emotions. Try your best to think only positive thoughts and feel only positive emotions. Do positive actions. Guys, being an awakened person or a spiritual person, whatever you want to call it, it's hard for me to see people struggling in life. When I see people repeating the same mistakes over and over again in their life, when I see people going through repeating cycles of hardship and despair, when I see people in hurt and sadness, when I see people who something inside them are broken, it's painful for me to watch. And all I want to do is help. I want to inspire and uplift and encourage that person to grow, because a lot of that hardship and the repeating despair in their life, that repeating cycle in their life, is because through their own being in a lower vibrational state, they're attracting that despair and hardship in their life. Hence why they're repeating that cycle, because some people don't know how to get out of it. And watching this video, this is how you get out of it. If you're constantly going down the wrong path in life, it's tough, guys. I've been through this. You know, I'm flawed. I make mistakes, and sometimes I even get lost in a lower vibrational state. Sometimes I get lost in fear. Sometimes I get lost in sadness and depression. But if you could choose to change your vibration, you could choose to change your life. If you choose to change your thinking, you could choose to change your life. So in the end, these certain people that I see in despair and lack, they're repeating those same cycles of despair and hardship in their life. So, but those people who are in despair and lack and sadness, depression, or always seem to have negative experiences in their life, or negative people who treat them poorly, maybe these people, you know, don't last very long in their life, is because in a way you are creating those hardships, or they are creating those hardships and despair in their life, because it's the energy state, it's your frequency. Because they don't understand that your thoughts create. If you don't understand that your thoughts create, and you're not aware of it, if you're not conscious of what you're doing, then usually, like there's a saying, hurt people hurt people. And a lot of people in our lives, certain people come into our lives who are negative, and they hurt you. They betray your trust, or they are negative, or do negative things to you, or just hurt you. And then you're hurt, you're broken. But unknowingly, because you're hurt and broken inside and you didn't fix yourself, then you tend to hurt other people too. So maybe someone came in your life and used and manipulated you and just treated you like crap. Then on a subconscious level, you absorb all that. You're in a place of lack. You're in a lower vibrational state. You feel sadness and anger within you, and you're not coming from a loving place. And then because you're broken inside, you hurt somebody else. You got to be mindful of your actions, my friends. Have you hurt people in your life? Have you burnt bridges? Have you betrayed people? Have you lashed out in anger? Were you not loving and caring towards somebody? It's all low, your energy. And because, hurt people, it's because they're coming from a lower vibrational state. Some people aren't aware of it, and some people are aware of it. But I pose it's time to wake up, time to be conscious of everything you think, feel, and do. When I enter into a relationship with somebody, or if I'm a friend, before I do anything, like if I take a certain action, or before I speak, I'm mindful of how my actions or the things that I do affect the other person. And I usually only choose decisions that make the other person feel happy and sad, or not sad, I mean just happy. I always try to be positive. I always try to do things and say things from a loving place. So be mindful of your vibration or your energy and when you send out to the world. So a lot of people are causing their own hardships, basically. Most people don't understand the law of vibration, that everything is energy. If you embrace negative actions, negative emotions, negative thoughts, that is what you'll bring into your life. So many people, like I come across, because I'm kind of like a mentor to some people, and they come to me and they're like, I'm always depressed, I'm always sad, my life's always hectic, or I always have these hardships. They're having these repeating cycles. It's because there's something within you that you haven't worked on. It's something within you. And some people don't want to face the music, so they run from it. They run from themselves. And then they tend to find escapisms, meaning they go drink a lot or they smoke herb a lot. When you begin to heal yourself, you don't have to escape. You're happy. When you start surrounding yourself with uplifting people or in a loving relationship, then you're happy and content. You don't need alcohol because your soul is filled up with happiness. Your soul is in a higher vibrational state. You don't need substances to numb you. And there's a lot of people hide behind substances because something is inside them that's unhealed. But when you heal yourself, when you begin to grow, when you start choosing positive actions and being in a positive state of beingness, then your life grows and you start making positive decisions and you start changing your life. So be mindful of what state you guys are in. Like I said, if you embrace negative thoughts, negative actions, negative emotions, then that's what you're going to bring more into your life. That's why so many people have toxic relationships, or they're in a relationship for a month or two and then it fails. And then they jump to another partner and it fails. Then they jump to another partner and it fails. Yes, there's two sides in a relationship, but sometimes you got to look at yourself. Why does it keep failing? Maybe you're hurting people and you don't even know it. Or maybe you're just choosing the wrong people. Maybe you're choosing the wrong environments. I love the saying, change your environment and change the people you're around, and you'll change your world overnight. Now, to show you how the law of vibration works, let's take how we talk to each other, for example. So, when I speak to you, there's air going through my vocal box, and it vibrates at a certain frequency, and it goes out as energy. You know, in the Bible, when God was creating the world, God spoke and the world was formed. Your words are powerful. So when I speak to you, my words will either resonate with you, like it'll resonate to you, or it will not resonate. That's why when certain people talk to you or come into your life, you resonate with them. That's because if you resonate and you bond with somebody, it's because you guys are similar to a vibrational match. You guys are energetically similar. So when I speak, you could tell if I'm speaking the truth. You could tell if I'm being sincere and honest because it'll resonate with you. It has a certain power behind it. On a on a subconscious level, you are picking up on the energy behind my words. And all human beings are picking up on a subconscious level, if you're aware of it or not, on the energy behind people who speak to us. When a person tells you they love you, you intuitively know if that person truly means it or not, because it'll resonate with you. When a person is lying to you, you will know when they're lying, because you could pick up on the energy behind their words. When they speak to you and they're saying that they love you and care for you, but intuitively you know that there's the loving energy and the caring energy is not behind those words. You know. This journey is hard, but when you begin to awaken, you see through people's actions and deeds. You see through their words because you pick up on the energy behind the words. You pick up on the energy behind their actions. And when a person says they want to be with you, or even if they're a friend or a relationship, they want to be with you and they want a good life with you, but yet their words are not lining up. Their actions are not lining up. They're not putting, because you know when someone truly cares and loves for you, because their actions and words will vibrate that frequency and you can feel it. But you know when I knew this person who kept going back to the same toxic female. And this same toxic female would just say whatever she could say to attract this person back into her life. And then within a day or two, it falls apart. It's because this person didn't see that this other person only wanted to use and manipulate, and then also puppeteer her life. There's people out there that are just kind of lost in their own selfishness, and they enjoy using and manipulating others or using them for temporary fulfillment. You should never be with somebody or have a friend in your life that's only there for you for temporary gain or to use and manipulate you. Be mindful of their words and actions and the vibration behind it. You'll know. Some of us, we know already. We know when someone doesn't love us. We know when someone's not truly being friendly, and that friend is just with you because they have a hidden agenda. But we are often in denial. Get out of denial. Don't surround yourself in those situations or those people. So I look at the energy behind their actions. Are they doing those actions in order to manipulate you, to get you to do something they want? Or are they doing those actions because they just truly care about you and are loving? Everything is energy. When someone's angry and starts yelling at you, you can feel the energy behind that anger. Emotions. What are emotions? Emotions are energy in motion. When someone is sad, you can pick up on that energy. You can feel their sadness because you're feeling their energy. Think about this, my friends. When you're happy, when you're joyful, when you're in a joyful mood, when you're in an uplifted mood, you are in a higher vibrational state. You're in a higher vibrational state. And when you're now think about when you're in a joyful, happy state, and then think about when you're in a sad, depressed state or an angry state. You're in a lower state of vibration. When you're doing good in your life, when you're making good choices and feeling positive energy, your life seems to go very well. Everything's falling into place. Everything's in synchronicity. That's another thing I'm going to ramble on because I talk about synchronicity. So there's divine timing and synchronicity in everything. Maybe you see 1111 or 333 a lot. When you see that, that's because you're aligned with your higher vibrational state. You're aligned in your higher choice. When you start having awesome, amazing experiences and you see 1111 a lot or 333, that's because you're making choices and actions that are aligned to your highest self, or your what your soul is meant for you. Especially if you experience that with somebody else. That's because you're on the right path, because everything falls into place. You're in sync. You're in synchronicity. You're in your highest state of beingness. You're in a high vibrational state. When you stop seeing 1111, when you stop seeing 333, or when you stop having synchronicity, and then that's when you're in a lower vibrational state, and things start not resonating or not falling into place, but actually falling out of place, because through your thoughts, action, and your vibration, you are falling out of alignment with your higher self, and you're possibly going into your lower nature or your lower self, and that's when things become hectic, chaotic. That's when you're in a lower vibrational state, when you're depressed, because you were out of alignment with yourself. You're out of your true vibrational state. So when your life is falling apart, it's because you made bad choices and you feel negative energy or negative emotions. We all know intuitively what's right for us and what's not. Don't go against what your inner knowing tells you. Negative emotions, when you're in a negative state or negative emotions, things in your life seem to fail. Your dreams don't come true. Very negative things seem to keep happening to you. That's because through your thoughts and actions, you keep yourself in a lower vibrational state, being in a lower frequency. Some of the bad situations happen to us because we're in a bad state vibrationally. So we make bad decisions. We make toxic decisions. We embrace our lower nature. But when you change your vibrational state into a positive state, positive thoughts, positive feelings, positive environments of positive people, then we make good choices. We know, trust your inner knowing, my friends. If you're in a lower vibrational state, you attract to you other people in their lower vibrational state. That's why when you go to clubs and bars, you hang out with like-minded people, because you're in the same vibrational state. If you're an alcoholic, you tend to hang out with other alcoholics, people that encourage you to drink. If you're a stoner, and I have nothing against smoking herb if it's done in moderately, but if you seem to let your herb smoking control your life, you tend to hang out with other people who smoke herb a lot. And it's because you attract to you what state you're in. If you're in a high vibrational state, you attract people who are in their high vibrational state. So it's important to stress this. Be mindful of your thoughts and feelings, because they affect your life for the good or bad. If you're in a positive state, positive vibration, if you're feeling happy, if you surround yourself with happy-go-lucky people, then everything seems to go amazing in your life. But if you surround yourself with toxic people hooked on drugs, or have toxic or haven't done their inner work, or if they're always sad, depressed, or have mental issues, then you're going to end up having mental issues or sadness and depression in your life. So it's up to you guys. You choose. You choose the circles you keep. So there's two energies I want to talk about. So there's the energy, what's the most positive one, is called love. And the lowest one is fear. Love is the most powerful energy in this world. You can choose to be in a loving state of vibration, meaning doing loving actions. Meaning you're doing loving actions, loving deeds, loving thoughts and feelings. That is why Jesus stated, love thy neighbor as thyself. Love is the most important thing. It's crucial. When you walk outside, be loving. When you talk to someone, be loving. Always be mindful. Now, the lowest state, a low vibrational state, is fear. Fear is the lowest energy in this world. If you choose to allow fear to take root in you, then your vibration is low. Then you tend to do actions and think thoughts and feelings from a place of fear. If you fear that you're not good enough, if you fear that you're lacking abundance, then you're just keeping yourself in a lower vibrational state. Fear creates disharmony in you. Fear creates dis-ease in you. Dis-ease, meaning an uneasiness. Some call it anxiety. There's an uneasiness in you. That's because you're in a place of fear. You tend to do stuff that's not in your best interest. Maybe you fear that you're not good enough for a certain person in your life. I've been in relationships like that where people are like, man, you're too good for me. Well, you know what happens? Because you're in that place of fear and lack, and you don't feel that you're good enough, you tend to drive a wedge energetically away from, that's what happened to me. Is they cause they push you away energetically on a subconscious level because something within them are unhealed. When you think that you're not good enough for a person, then energetically you're pushing that person away and you don't even know it. But you change your thinking like, hey, maybe I was broken or something's wrong with me, but I'm healing and growing and think I am worthy of this person. Then you attract that person to you. So be mindful of your thoughts and actions, my friends. Ever wonder why you meet that amazing friend or lover in your life and everything's going great and you're happy to have this amazing person in your life? It's because when you first meet, you're at the same vibrational frequency. You're in synchronicity. You're following the divine timing. You're following your higher self, your soul's truth. That's when you meet that awesome, amazing person. But then somehow everything falls apart, right? You start clashing, you start pushing each other away. It's because you both have fallen out of the same vibration energetically. You no longer vibe together. You vibe your tribe. You vibe everybody around you. You attract in a certain way. When you push away that good person in your life, just because maybe you're doing thinking and feeling and doing negative actions, and this person's in a higher vibrational state, and he sees that, hey, we're no longer vibing because your actions, thoughts, and feelings are not in synchronicity with the other person's, or vice versa. It could go. The other person could, could be in their lower nature as well. But somehow you're not vibrating or vibing at the same. So your puzzle pieces don't match. It's all about vibration. Me, I'm a loving, positive, go lucky person, and I don't want somebody in my life who is draining or in a lower vibrational state, because it does is it drains your energy. Because everything's energy, guys. You gotta be aware of energy vampires, people that come into your life just to drain you of your energy, especially if you're an empath, especially if you're spiritual and good loving people. There's people who come into your life not necessarily for the right reasons, and because something in them are broken and hurt, they absorb, and they can't fulfill their own energy. There's something, they haven't done their inner works. They can't feel high vibrational energy unless they absorb it off of you, draining you of your energy. And over time, when a high vibrational person or a good, happy-go-lucky person allows a energy vampire in their life, it drains them and drains them and drains them. Then they fill up their tank, and then they come back and drain. And then usually what happens is you end up becoming a shell of yourself, because you've been depleted so many times that you lose track of who you are. And this has happened to me numerous times until I awakened to like, hey, I can't allow anybody who constantly drains me. You have to only allow people in your life that fills your tank, and you both equally fill up each other. So before I leave, because I'm rambling a little bit here, think about this. When you're in a good loving mood, then your day seems to go smoothly. When you tend to have a positive experience, when you tend to be in a positive place, positive state, then you have positive experiences in your life. When you choose to place yourself with positive, loving people, then your life seems to go good. But when you're sad, angry, or depressed, when you're in that state or in that mood, then your day seems to go badly. You tend to encounter negative experiences or negative people or in that state. So be mindful how you think and feel. Be mindful of your emotions. Choose only positive thoughts and actions in your life. When you do this, your life will be filled with awesomeness. Choose only positive and loving people. I can't stress that enough, guys. There's people that come in your life, like for me, even, like, I still love everybody that I come across with, and I still care for them, even if they hurt my feelings and emotions. And some of those people were unconscious of it. I've had people come in my life, and they weren't so pleasant to me through my perspective. But they, in their own mind, they don't see what their actions and what they did hurt me. They don't see that because they're unconscious, unawakened. Me, I'm awakened. I I choose to see with my spiritual eyes and hear with my spiritual ears. I choose to trust my energy or trust the vibration of energy when I meet people. When I meet people, I pick up on their energy. I'm an empath, intuitive empath. That's what I. So I'm very like psychic in a way. So I can intuitively pick up when someone's being real and genuine. I could intuitively pick up energy vibrationally when someone's speaking from their heart, when they're speaking their truth. And I can also pick up when someone's not being their authentic self, when a person is coming from a place of toxicity or in their lower nature. And it's hard especially when you come across people that you love and care for, and you see that so much potential in them, and you want to help them, you want to help them grow, but in the end, it's up to you to change. You can't help somebody, especially if they're draining you. You have to cut the energy cord and let them grow and evolve on themselves. And maybe if they grow and evolve and do the or the inner healing and stop being in a place of denial, start taking responsibility for their actions, how they treat you, or how they treated you, or how their actions caused a rift between you, or because we have all these people that come in our lives, guys. Don't allow anybody in your life that's just going to be vibrationally and draining on you. If you're in a good place in your life, you're happy, if you're powerful and you're successful, don't allow other people coming into your life to take that away from you or bring you down in your lower vibration. Stay in a high vibrational state. When you stay in a high vibrational state, then you attract higher vibrational state people or experiences in your life. And for those who hurt you or wronged you or took you for granted, just pray for them. Love them from afar, and don't be bitter. For a while, I went through this where I was bitter. I was angry. And what I realized when I was bitter and angry, because this person hurt me or broke my heart, or it was all it was is it was bringing me into a lower vibrational state. It was bringing me down. And then when you get lost in that fear, when you get lost in that hurt or that sadness, it just gets stronger and stronger. And then you become a shell of yourself. And then over time, it could really consume you. And then you'd be stuck in that lower vibrational state for so long that you don't know how to climb out. And then vibrational state, and then you attract more of that to you. Climb out. Say today, I'm going to choose to change my life. Today, I'm going to change my actions, change how I treat people, change how I think about things. I'm going to be loving and caring in everything I do. And for those who were in a lower state and hurt people or didn't, we've all have fallen short of the glory of God. We have all fallen short of the glory of God. We've all made mistakes. We all beat ourselves up because we've done things that we're not so proud of. We can look at ourselves, shine a light within us, and forgive ourselves. That's one of the hardest things. Learn to forgive. Learn, hey, and then all that guilt, shame, or hurt that's within you, forgive yourself. Because, we were, some of those actions that we did, we weren't aware, we weren't conscious of it. We didn't know that that path that we were choosing was going to destroy us or lead us into worse scenarios and worse situations in our life. Forgive ourselves. And then say, that was the past, but now I'm going to choose to walk a different path. I'm going to choose to be the best version of myself. I choose to grow and become that mighty tree behind you, or become that mighty tree. When you become that mighty tree, when you become to grow, when the storm comes, when the rain comes, when the winter comes, when you plant your roots in good, strong soil, meaning positive environments and positive people, and you become a big, mighty tree, that storm comes in life, that negative people, that negative situations, you're a mighty tree, and you barely shake because you did the soul work. You did the inner healing. So now when any storm comes to batter you in life, you can handle it. You can weather the storm. But for those who plant themselves in toxic soil, toxic people, in shallow soil, unnutritious soil, when that storm comes, you fall over because you didn't plant your roots deep enough. You didn't do the inner healing. So everything is a law of vibration. Your thoughts create, my friends. You choose your path in life. If you're in a place of despair, lack, if you're always angry, sad, and depressed, you're choosing a lower vibrational state. You're choosing to allow negative thoughts and feelings to affect you. And by doing that, that attracts more of that negativity into your life. Be it more, if you're negative, if you're in a sad lack mentality, you're going to attract people who are in the same mindset. And then you clash because you want a good, loving friend or a good, loving partner, but because you haven't done the soul work to heal yourself and grow, you attract to you the same person that you're the state that you're in, and because you're in a lower state, this person's in their lower state, and then you hurt people. So if you're damaged and broken, you attract to you damaged and broken people, and then they end up hurting you more. Learn to change yourself. You change yourself, and you choose to, hey, I'm going to only allow positive, uplifting people, good, loving, caring people in my life. Then you attract that to you, and then you start to grow. And then when you're in a good, higher vibrational state, and you attract a good, higher vibrational stated person, friend, family, or whatever, you grow as one, because in the end, we're all vibration. We're all oneness. It's up to you. I love you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, because it encourages me to put more content out there. Hit that like button, because then it'll reach more people. I know I ramble on. Some people maybe only watch 5 minutes of this, and maybe somebody will watch it till the end. Also, I encourage you guys to help other people. So often in this world, we're selfish. You know how many times I drive down the road and someone's broke down, and I'll see 200 cars pass that person, and they don't stop to see if they need help? Or you see that person who's on that street corner and the sun's blaring on them, and they look like they haven't eaten in a day or two, and 100 cars drive by, and they don't stop and give them that $1 to maybe give them something to drink or something to eat. We have been so selfish. And I encourage us all to learn to do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Learn to do unto others as you want to do unto you. Be that change. Be that positive spark in somebody else's life. Be that positive spark in somebody else's life. If enough humans on this planet stop being selfish, stop being greedy, stop only caring about themselves or their own happiness. Because true happiness is when you help someone else be happy. That's one of the best fulfilling moments, is when you're happy because you see the smile on someone else's face. When you change somebody's life for the better, that is true power. That is true awesomeness. And that's like, if you're seeking rewards in life, that is so awesome when you could help somebody else. When you plant that seed in them, and that seed takes root, and they start making positive choices, positive actions and their life changes, and the next time you see them, they're doing amazing. That is so uplifting. So more of us got to do that. Create positive spark for change. First, you got to create that positive spark for change in yourself. Do the inner healing, do the inner soul work. And this road is not easy. We may stumble and fall, but get up every day with that determining, that fighting, that fighter or that warrior spirit, and choose not to let life drag you down to the pits of hell, to the pits of selling your soul or the damnation, but to change it to head towards heaven. We can look at heaven and hell as a state of vibrational frequency. If you're in lack, if you're in despair, if you're doing toxic behavior or in toxic relationships or toxic environments, you're in a state of hell. If you're in placing yourself in positive environments around positive people and positive situations, thinking positive thoughts, positive feelings, you're in a state of heaven. Food for thought, my friends. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.